Dr. Suzanne Lopez. She's entertaining, inspiring, and informing, and the only Latina expert addressing hot and touchy topics. With over 3 decades of professional experience, you have seen her on hundreds of national talk and news spots and TV specials, and she has hosted 4 national pilots.
We don't know how to resolve conflict.
Whenever women see, feel, hear a guy that they've been involved with sexually, they get hooked in again. So that there needs to be, and like all these women are shaking their heads in the audience, you know?
And this young girl's getting a divorce, but how is he going to marry her if he doesn't divorce his mother? And she takes care.
Suzanne, what's your favorite fantasy?
Well, I really like the idea of being with one person and just having them be really good and just to keep going and going and going and going until you are exhausted, and then you can call room service and you're in a fabulous place where you don't have to clean up and everything is really nice and there's fresh flowers. I like that.
This is a fantasy.
Okay, Maeve, your fantasy. I'm going with Suzanne. No. going and going and going.
That's my fantasy.
Rejection is God's protection.
Go on.
Don't stop. I don't want to be here.
That's right.
You I don't like.
Do it again. Don't stop.
That's it.
And it's like there's nothing wrong with wanting to have sex, but what doesn't work is he's dishonest about it, and he's not in integrity, and he doesn't give. It's like women want to have security, they want this emotional experience, and he uses that, and he plays on women for that. Instead of being a man and saying, you know, I want to have sex, that's what I'm interested in, I'm too young to get married, if that's what you want, find somebody else, but if you want to have a good time, call me.
Just because he hasn't had sex with a man doesn't mean he's not bisexual or homosexual. There are so many books about how to keep romance alive, how to have hot sex, how to do this, how to do that, how to get the perfect lover, is because as human beings, we are run by a deep longing for connection.
Albert Einstein said a long time ago that everything has changed except our thinking. And I think that's really true in regards to marriage. And with a show of hands, how many people in the audience believe that the goal of marriage is to get married and stay married to the same person? Okay, so the fact of the matter is, and Margaret Mead said this, she was a very revered social anthropologist, that what would actually occur, and it actually is occurring, she said this 40 years ago, is that we would have a series of monogamous relationships over our lifetime, and we'd be married several times. The first time would be to our first partner for sex. The second time would be to raise our family and our children. The third time would be to build our careers. And the fourth marriage would be to develop ourselves spiritually.
Women approach men with their hearts, and then they open up their sexual flow.
That's the difference. It's like if you're having really intimate, genuine sex, you're not performing. You're exchanging sweet energy, and you're together in the flow of energy. Performance is something else. And that's different. That's like just being sexual. But when you take it deeper, which is what women want, and women will get as nasty as they want with somebody that they feel safe with, but there's a deeper connection.
If you're in a relationship and you're not having good sex, you're headed for trouble. And that it needs to be something that you consciously put at the top of your list and make a priority.
So, put Dr. Suzanne Lopez at the top of your expert list. There is no topic too touchy, no problem too great that she cannot address.